Wingstop good? I tell you what, Popeyes I'd heard a lot about, and I'm a big fan of Southern Fried Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And they came up. There's one relatively local over here. There's not a lot of them in this country. There's like probably a handful. It's one of the most disappointing fucking meals I've ever had in my
Oh,
life.
Popeyes sucks.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. I don't
the
know
texture
why,
was really good, but
but
it didn't taste of anything.
yeah, no. Popeyes is just kind of really mediocre. Even their shrimp is mediocre. Like they're
But I've heard that if you go to the right one, it can be good.
no, it doesn't make any difference because it's a corporate owned thing. All the recipes are centralized. If you go to one Popeyes, you've had the food at every other Popeyes.
In theory, I mean, franchise owners can be a little bit. Oh fuck it, I'm gonna make something good. I've seen that. There are good versions. I was gonna say of McDonald's, but that's not fucking true. But there are the better versions of any franchise restaurant. Like
It depends on the rules of the franchise. So I was a manager at McDonald's, and we weren't allowed to tamper with anything. Like
no,
we could choose that certain things weren't going to be sold, right? Like if in Georgia, all the franchisees apparently came together and decided they hate me because the hot and spicy McChicken isn't available here. Um, I don't know. I don't know why that decision was made, but it was made years ago.
as a person of McDonald's knowing things, why no ice cream ever?
Oh, I can tell you why that one is. So, the reason that the ice cream machine is always broken,
Because they don't pay their employees enough.
there's that, but that's not actually the reason. The actual reason why that machine is always broken is because there is a single proprietary distributor of those machines. And so when one of those machines there's two things that's happening. One, if the machine is in fact broken down, it takes a very long time for one of those machines to get fixed because unlike any other place like a Checkers or a Dairy Queen, it is a proprietary distributor who has a contract with McDonald's saying you are not allowed to have this repaired by anybody but our staff. So they have to specially send people out to take care of it. The other thing is those machines have a 1 to 2 hour sanitation cycle, and they have to be sanitized at least once a day, sometimes twice a day if there's been like something found during an inspection. So there's literally a 2 to 4 hour window spread across multiple times in the day where that machine just isn't going to be working, and their default response is the machine's broken, as opposed to trying to explain that the machine's being cleaned.
Yeah.
But if it is in fact broken, it's because of that proprietary distributor that's just like, I'm sorry, you might have somebody who knows how to fix this in your area, but we're gonna sue you if you get them. Because my friend Biminem, he's been on my Mad to the Gathering podcast. He used to actually work for one of the distributing companies for restaurants. So a lot of that fun information came to be from him if I couldn't get it from my managers when I was working at those stores. So yay! The answer is capitalism. The answer is monopolies.
I mean, my answer was also capitalism, just from a different perspective.
Right.
See, I always thought the answer was fuck me personally, because it was like every single time I went in, I felt like they saw me coming. I mean, 9,000 times out of 10, if I was going into a McDonald's for ice cream, it was because I was pissed. And I was like, oh my God, what ice cream?
Yeah, no, if it's in the middle of being cleaned or there's been any issue, like for instance, one of the issues that ours would have, there's a little plastic line that basically feeds that machine. And if there's a crimp in that line, or it gets unplugged because it got nudged or something and somebody didn't tighten up the little metal mechanism that keeps it in place on the tube, then that machine is as good as fucked. And again, even if somebody in that McDonald's knows what's wrong with it and is willing to open it up and put it back together, contract says no. Fuck you.
So it's almost like you could reach in and like just like twiddle a thing slightly and fix it, and you're not allowed.
Basically.
I mean, I twiddle a thing slightly all the time.
Yeah, but does cream come out?
Sometimes.
Ah, okay. Well, then we're on the same page.
Right out of the ear hole.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
Katini is saying if one location changes the fry oil frequently versus where the oil is rarely changed, that will greatly affect how the food tastes. That is fair. Yeah. I guess it's like a... But what will not change between areas is like the balance of the seasonings in the food. Like that stuff is usually prepackaged and sent out. When I was
like the Popeyes I went to was brand new and clearly like a oh, look at us, we're doing amazing, this is going to be perfect. I assume it's 100% how it's supposed to taste, and it didn't fucking taste of anything.
Then that might be that because the fry oil wasn't changed, or because the fry oil had been changed out frequently or was very new, it hadn't accumulated any of the seasonings in it that actually make food taste better.
I guess.
Because like I have a deep fryer at home, and the rule with a deep fryer is once you cook something in it, as long as it's not fish, you keep using that oil for as long as you can, filtering it
black, tar-like substance.
But if it gets to anywhere near that point, you should never get to that point because you should be filtering it. Like you should be filtering your oil, and even when you put new oil,
cowardice.
Even when you put new oil in, you should take a couple spoonfuls of the old oil and put it in there so you still have some of the flavor from the old one.
I know how lazy I am. I would never filter the oil, therefore I would just not get a deep fryer.
Yeah, I almost 100% that.
You just take a bowl and a strainer and dump.
So you have to do a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you would anytime you could.
Do you know how many things I'm supposed to do that I don't do that are that easy?
I wouldn't get up in the morning if I could get away with it.
If you had to do things.
Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I'd die and no one will bring food to my face, I would definitely just be in bed all day. It'd be fucking... I have a big screen in my bedroom. I could play video games. I could watch TV.
Bed sores is a life goal.
Oh my God. So no wonder I'm a fat piece of shit. But I'm actually working on that. I mean, we were talking about exercise earlier. I'm working on it. A big part of the reason that I'm here today is because I have currently got the motivation going on.
Oh.
And it's because YouTube has been fucking my numbers with a big, shiny goddamn thing.
Mine too.
I just realized the kids walked in the room. Halfway through that
big, shiny thing.
Shiny Pokemon.
Yeah. So, and when that happens, I get more motivated. I decide to start doing things. One of the things that I'm doing is that I'm doing shopping physically. We live quite close to like a number of supermarkets. And if I just walk there and walk back, A, exercise, B, cheaper food, it's all good. So I've done that every day this week and my legs are killing me.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, I'm over here with my treadmill is holding up my background.
I would use my treadmill, but...
Then again, Rhino, you're the same person who's like, I want to go use my magic deck, but I don't want to go near people I need to be near to play with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to play Magic the Gathering,
but you don't want to
do the gathering.
Yes.
Fuck the gathering part. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I really could not do any of this without all of you. Those of you watching, and especially those of you who support me on Patreon. I wanted to go ahead and take a minute to thank all of you who do that, because with YouTube being what it is these days, I really cannot do this full-time without the support from each and every one of you. Those people would be Red Joker, Purple Poundini, Jemshin, Britzkrieg, Jupe the Malignant, Michael, Ravalern, Mabbity Babbity, Astral Frontier, Tales of Atonement, Nixie Chan, Kiri Artemis, Victorian Alchemist, I'm not saying the last part of that, and you know that, Leela Ururaka, Arcton Arclacier, Kiratorian, Dren Hadamata, Jordan M, John L, Lord Bleck, Smiling Game Master, and Fireshard. Thank you so very much. But since you're here, why not go ahead and try watching another one? There should be one that's on the screen right now. And if you are a patron of mine, I wanted to go ahead and thank you again for all of your support. There is still a video you could press though, if you'd like. I would appreciate it just a little bit.